Hello and thank you for joining us. An aggressive assault has struck on UWF campus.
And now UWF officials are a little worried. Jordan Soto tells us how one residence hall is taking preventive measures for protection.
Argo Hall has implemented some safeguards in order to maintain student safety.
We have a process where there's stickers on the back of students' cards, which incorporates like what building sticker it belongs to. So for our building, we have blue. So every single time when a resident comes in, they're required to show their sticker. There's also a duty protocol that we do follow through in terms of like the RAs. So there's always somebody on duty or available in terms of like dire situations. Say if there's like an incident where a student is hurt, we have a number available within the residence hall that a student can call to inform the RA on duty, and they have certain protocols and measures that they can follow up with in order to ensure that student safety. I feel like a lot of students aren't necessarily aware of that escort service, so we tend to educate our residents as much as possible with any resources that we find out about that way, so it might be beneficial to them. When it comes to escort services, there is one in particular that we are aware of. The UWF police provides an escort service, so all you would have to do is call them, let them know that you don't feel necessarily safe to walk by yourself, and they'll come to the scene and approach you and take you to wherever you need to go.
Argo Hall is doing its part to maintain student safety. If you or someone you know has any questions or concerns, please contact the UWF Police at 850-474-2415. I'm Jordan Soto reporting for Argo News.
With assaults on campus on the rise, Argo News' Jordan Thatch shows us how the blue light system can be helpful.
On September 21st, around 1 a.m., a student was attacked right outside Pace Hall. She was attacked by a man wearing a red hoodie and carrying a knife. That man managed to cut up her hands, but she got away. UWF Chief John Warren reminds everyone that on-campus safety, especially at night, is extremely important.
We also have what we call affectionately a blue light system. These are emergency call boxes, and we have about 56 of these on campus. And they're very simple to operate. If you haven't seen one, they're about 3 meters high. There's a solar panel on top, and there's a box about waist high, and it says "Open door calls police," and that's exactly how it works. You open the door of the blue light box, and it sends an immediate signal to our dispatch center giving the location of this blue light, and you can have a two-way conversation with our dispatcher by pushing the button to talk, letting go to listen, and it has instructions there on the blue light. But let's say you're walking around campus and some strange person is following you. You try to call us on your cell phone and you're not getting a signal. This can happen, especially here at UWF with our terrain and cell phone service. If you see a blue light, you're not going to want to stop there, open the door, push the button, and do all those things where somebody strange is following you. What we recommend in that case is you just slap that blue light. And what this does is it sends a tamper alert alarm to our dispatch giving the location. We want you to slap it, keep walking toward the next blue light or to a populated area. We'll send an officer to check on that blue light.
UWF Police recommend using the blue light system. All you have to do is open the box or slap the side of it and it will automatically call the police. The police will show up within 2 minutes and they will be able to track down your attacker or bring you to safety. I'm Jordan Thatch reporting for Argo News. Time to dig in with not with a shovel, but with a fork. Talayla Howard has more on the story.
Pride could come in at the time of need, but food should never be a problem for Argonite. Let's go check it out.
So the Argo Pantry at the University of West Florida, it's really a resource for students. And the students that we serve are students that are experiencing food insecurity. And what that means is simply they don't have the food that they need to make it through the day or the week. So we established this resource, the Argo Pantry, as a means of assisting students so that they can concentrate on what they need to be concentrating on, which is their studies, and not be worried about whether or not they will have the food that they need to make it through the week. Students visiting the Argo Pantry can come up to 1 time a week. In addition to the food items, we also have personal care items such as deodorant, toothpaste, mouthwash, etc., because we know that if our students don't have food, they may not have the personal care items either. So you can see that the need is there, and we've had tremendous support from the University of West Florida community. Thank you to the UWF community. We're always willing to take donations. You can come by and donate at any time. So the qualification is you have to be a UWF student, and you come in anytime between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday, and you let us know that you need assistance, and we're going to help you.
Why go hungry as a UWF student when you have the Argo Pantry right here on campus in Building 21, Room 134, right next to Dr. Wiley's office? Come take a bite.
Reporter Sam Shields found an opportunity for students to stay active while still staying on a budget.
Everyone's in motion here at Move today, where they can experience their own free boot camp class taught by Destiny Robinson.
Today we had a free day of exercise and entertainment, so essentially people are welcome to come out to the boot camp session. That was at 9 o'clock this morning, and then this evening is a free movie night, so that's at 7:30 p.m. The goal is to introduce people to Move Period and what we're all about, what we have going on here, and to invite different populations, a diverse crowd out so they can see for themselves that everybody can train. We just want you to move. Basically, we have a training facility here. We do a wide variety of training. But Move Period is about progression. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Oh, we had a good group. I mean, we had some youth, you know, as young as 6 years old, and then up to my longest client who's been with me for 9 years, and she's getting ready to turn 70 years old. So working with a diverse group, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your training level. I mean, we work with people from 5 to 85, novice, so untrained to very trained professional levels. We make it work for you. We try to get involved in the community, and Smoothie King also wanted to be a part of our event as well, so we teamed up and they came out today and gave some free smoothies away and also some cookies and just some treats for everybody. Not enough people know about Move Period. Just trying to get the name out there, invite people out to see what all we have to offer. We love working with people. We love seeing progress, you know, and educating the community about exercise and letting them know that anyone can do it. We just want to get you moving in the right direction, and that's forward.
And Destiny will continue to move bodies and move minds here at Move Period. I'm Sam Shields, reporting for Argo News.
Looking for new activities to get yourself out and about? Argo News reporter David Cook may have just what you're looking for.
Feeling cooped up all day doing schoolwork inside? Well, the UWF Rec Center wants to encourage you to get out and change that.
I'm the graduate assistant for the Outdoor Adventure program. Essentially what I do is I help run the trip program, so all of our trips throughout the semester. So we want to try and get as many students as we can to experience new experiences. Our program itself is designed targeting the new student, the person that does not have the experience on any of these trips. We want people to be able to get the idea, to learn that they do like these things. I have a Florida Caverns trip. The only caving in Florida is by maybe 2 hours east of here. Horseback riding, our Halloween hike. We also have a hang gliding trip, which is a very popular trip each year. That's November 7th and 8th, so come on out. We have an overnight canoe trip. Historically, the Yellow Bike program, we would build the yellow bikes from cleared bikes where students would, if bikes were left out for a long period of time and they were obviously rusted and in bad shape, we would clear them to the University Police Department to make them safe to ride, and then we would let them loose on campus, and they would maybe last a month. So we decided to try and extend the life of the yellow bike by offering them to a student in need. We would have you sign a contract. The bike would then be your bike. We're giving it to you. There's no lock or no helmet involved with it, but it would be your responsibility to take care of all that. And then once you finish your tenure, we would encourage you, it's not required, but we would encourage you to donate it back to the university so we could give it to somebody else. We'd have you sign the bike, and that way, and then we date the year you graduated, and then hopefully the program will build itself and you have generations down the road. You have this yellow bike signed by several students. We haven't released the program yet. The bikes are ready, but it should be rolling out here in the near future. Probably by the end of October.
For more information on the events offered and services provided by the UWF Outdoor Adventures staff, be sure to check out the UWF Rec Center's Facebook page. For Argo News, I'm David Cook reporting.
Blues Angel Music Store and School is your go-to place for all your music necessities. Argo News reporter Lindsay Tebow has more on this.
Is music your passion, or are you itching to learn how to play a new instrument?
Blues Angel Music is a musical instrument store that is far more diverse than most that you'll find. We dabble in band and orchestra, in pro audio installation, and obviously guitars is something that we do and have done for a very long time. We also do new and used, which is sort of what put us on the map. But I would say, yeah, we put the means with which to make music into everybody's hands. That's our goal. We're not out to get rich. We're out to just sustain ourselves, and we've done that pretty well, and it allows us to, like I said, to do things that most stores don't do, which is, dabble here and here and here, so we don't have to make a killing off of any one thing. So we're very competitive, and we're able to give back. Our goals have changed. The directions that we were heading have changed. My dad had one idea, and my mom had a different idea, and then I've got a different idea going forward. But I would say putting music in the hands of everybody. It's a joy to make music and giving everybody the opportunity to do it. We offer lessons in everything from vocals, piano, guitar, banjo, mandolin, violin, cello, upright bass. If you look around, pretty much everything in the store we can teach you to play. The only thing that if somebody was to bring it in and I cannot repair right now, is an accordion. And then that's hard. That's a reeded instrument that's got, dozens of reeds inside of it. But past that, if you look around this store, if it exists in this store, we can repair it. So, and that goes for every kind of band instrument, all strings instruments that you're not used to seeing. I've got a world-class repair center back there. People will send us their repairs from all over the country.
Come see the people at Blues Angel Music for all of your music inquiries. I'm Lindsay Tebow, reporting for Argo News.
Audio production is an industry with many professional outlets. Tyler Simmons met up with local production director to get a behind the peek at the microphone.
You always hear it, but have you ever wondered what all goes into audio production?
I'm the production director, which means that every single thing that goes onto this radio station has to come through me first. Whether I make it or whether it's something that somebody else sends to me, the important thing is that I'm at times almost like a quality control unit. My favorite thing is when a salesperson says, here is a list of copy points. Get these into the commercial. They want you to be creative with it, whatever you want to do. That makes me really happy because I get to play at that point. I get to write the script from the ground up. Now, the most important thing that I can do in creating a commercial is to have you, the listener, remember the name of the client and have a positive association with that name. That's literally all you can do. From there, I need to go find the voices. Who are the right people for this commercial? Do I need that big, deep announcer voice? Do I need a little kid? Do I need a really thick Southern accented woman? Whatever it happens to be, I need the right people for that. Then I start to collect my music, I start to collect my sound effects, and you can go back and forth a lot because sometimes you'll find something way down the line in the process that makes you rethink the entire commercial. I kind of have to be everybody. So if the phone rings, I got to answer it. If there's some audio to play, I got to answer it. If the host asks me a question, we start doing a bit, I got to talk to them. If there's something going on, breaking news, I got to deal with that. I have to do literally everything that is not talking for every single break. I get to play. I get to come in here every single day and I get to be creative. That is not something that everybody gets in their job. I get to do the thing for a living what a lot of people would do in their spare time.
You can listen to some of Paul's work on News Radio AM 1620 and on its sister station, Cat Country 98.7. I'm Tyler Simmons, reporting for Argo News.
Improbable Cause has been Pensacola's top professional improv troupe and are about to have their 10th anniversary. Argo News reporter Jared Perez brings us more on what to expect from a comedy troupe that has brought laughter to us for so long.
Ready for something unexpected?
Well, a group of local theater people in the Pensacola area started getting together close to 11 or 12 years ago to start working on improvisation skills and just sort of getting together as half class, half social activity, I think, once a month. And then just over 10 years ago, we changed our practices up to about once a week. We had a cohesive group together, and we finally got our first gig at the Silver Screen Theater. The 10th anniversary show is actually December 19th at Pensacola Little Theater at 10:30 at night. And it's not a family-friendly show. There may be adult words and themes used, but you know, we're up on stage and we'll be fully dressed the whole time. The 10th anniversary show that's coming up in December is going to have not only special games and some special people there, some special guests. We've invited really all of our alumni from the past 10 years, anyone that's in town for the Christmas break, anyone that wants to come in town just to come and say hi, they're invited to come and perform with us. So I'm not releasing any names now of who's going to come back and join us, but we do expect to have a few old timers from the troupe come back and have a lot of fun and a really huge show. A typical show will take place the first Saturday of every month at 10:30 at Pensacola Little Theater.
So if you're ready to expect the unexpected, join Improbable Cause the first Saturday of every month, and make sure you head out December 19th for their 10th anniversary special. You can find them at PensacolaLittleTheater.com or by finding them on Facebook. I'm Jared Perez, Argo News, reporting. UWF's Alumni Services hosted their second annual I Love UWF Week with huge success. Argo News reporter Aaron Lothar has more on the story.
If you love donuts, cookies, birthdays, and dodgeball, you'll love what's going on at UWF this week.
I Love UWF is a full week where we celebrate what we love about this university. It's sponsored by the Student Alumni Association, which is for all currently enrolled students, and it teaches them to connect to their university, love their university, so then they'll what? Stay here and want to graduate from your university. So we have free stuff all week. I Love UWF Week t-shirts. We have koozies and cups and stuff from our sponsors, Geico and Firehouse Subs, and just a whole lot of great things to get our students to come on out and to show their love for UWF. So they hashtag I Love UWF Week. The student ambassadors, our university student ambassadors here, they have a conference that they attend every year. It's called CASE ASAP. And at CASE ASAP, there were other universities that were having I Love Weeks at their universities, and they were a major success because there were so many students that got engaged, got involved just by stopping by different tables every day and having that hashtag I Love for their university. So they got that from that conference, said, hey, we want to bring it back to UWF. We can do this here. Did it last year. Great success. So we're kicking it off again. We want to make it a tradition here. You can come out every day from 11 to 1. We will be either on the Cannon Greens or right in here in the Commons, and you guys can get free stuff all week long, showing the love for the University of West Florida. Make sure you hashtag I Love UWF Week, and then you'll see it that way, or you can hashtag I Love UWF, and you'll see it that way as well.
It's important to love your university, especially when they give you free stuff. Woohoo! I'm Aaron Lothar reporting for Argo News.
Football season is right around the corner, and the players are appreciative of this golden opportunity. Argo News reporter Jasmine Granger has more on the story.
Some opportunities come once in a lifetime. UWF football might be one of those opportunities.
What inspired me to try out for the football team was back in high school, I always played football, played cornerback. You know, I grew a love for it. And I didn't really come to college to play football. But hearing that there was going to be a football team, I didn't want to let the opportunity pass, so I just took it and ran with it. I was nervous. I didn't know if I made it or not. Hearing people got phone calls, and I ended up getting a phone call saying I made the team, and I was really happy about that. And I knew I wasn't going to let this opportunity go to the waste. Well, I'm actually on track to graduate fall 16, so that actually gives me one season. So with that being said, I have the choice to go to grad school and play 2 more seasons, because that's 2 years in grad school, or I can just end it at that. My head coach, Pete Shinnick, you know, great guy, very motivational. I have a whole lot of trust in him. I know he's a good coach based off of what I've seen him do in his past other schools, and there's no doubt about it. I know he's leading this team to victory. The first scrimmage was very nostalgic. You know, me and I haven't been on the football team in a while. Being out in the field in a live game situation, you know, everything was fast paced. It was very fun. I loved it. Loved the experience. Football really doesn't, you know, interfere with my classwork and class schedule because we got that situated on when we're gonna have class, when we're gonna have practice, and I still have my nights to myself. So it's all up to me whether, you know, I want to take that time to study or do anything else.
Receiving the opportunity to do something that you love sometimes comes once in a lifetime. I'm Jasmine Granger, reporting for Argo News.
Homecoming is just a few weeks away. Argo News reporter Travis Bennett has the latest on the homecoming concert.
On October 22nd, this area will be transformed into the main stage for the homecoming pep rally and concert.
So our musical artist for the concert this year is Dan and Shay. They're a country pop group, and we are super excited to have them. They're an up-and-coming act, which is one of the types of acts that we love to bring. We love to be able to look back years in the past and say, oh my gosh, look at X, Y, and Z artists who have been at UWF over the years. It's really exciting. We start looking at different artists to choose in about January of the school year for our October concert. So it's a very long, drawn-out process that I'm very thankful our homecoming directors and advisors this year have worked diligently on all year long to get this choice made and then to negotiate through the contract, working on getting that signed, which has been very long. There are so many ways students can be involved in homecoming, and we do that on purpose. We want there to be everything from I can just show up and enjoy an event, very low-level engagement, to mid-level engagement like Golden Fleece Challenge, to a high level of engagement like having to sign up and plan things in advance, being part of the spirit competition, to kind of an extreme level of engagement like being on the executive board where you work year-round. I love that UWF Homecoming is really about what it means to be an Argonaut and making our students, our faculty, our staff, and our community realize the great things about UWF.
For more information about how you can get involved with homecoming, you can visit the website www.uwf.edu/homecoming. I'm Travis Bennett reporting for Argo News.
UWF's Family Program is hosting an event you won't want to miss. Argo News reporter Shakina Duncan has more.
This month at UWF, it's a family affair.
The Office of Family Programs is a resource to parents and family members of UWF students. We serve as a liaison between the university, students, and their families. Well, our next big event is Family Weekend. It is our annual event. This is the sixth Family Weekend that we have had on this campus, and every year it grows. This year we are aligned with Homecoming. We're at the tail end of the Homecoming week. We have theater events each year with the UWF Theater Department. They so graciously host those events for us. So this year, Discovering UWF on campus, we partner with Recreation, and Recreation will be hosting canoe trips and rock climbing tournaments and disc golf and all those things. And then off campus, we are encouraging our families to go down to visit historic Pensacola and take some tours with them, as well as visit all of the museums that are affiliated with the University of West Florida. And then on top of all of that, we make it very kid-friendly. We have fun zones and kid zones where there will be opportunities for the entire family to get active and involved with family-friendly games and activities. Parents and family members can mail in their registration form and RSVP form. They can pull that off our online website for Family Weekend. The registration deadline is October 9th. However, after October 9th, families can register, fill out an RSVP form, and then they can pay on site.
If you would like more information on UWF's Family Weekend, go to uwf.edu/family and click on the Family Weekend link. I'm Shakina Duncan, reporting for Argo News.
Well, that's all we have for you today on Argo News.
We're here every weekday at noon. You can also find us on YouTube. Just search Argo News Fall 2015. Have a great day.